So that's all you do, is just slip the keycap puller around. Now I can't get it out. You just slip it around and pull it up. So now I'm going to pull all these out, and then I'm going to pull all the switches out. That way I can pull the base out so I can modify it, because I've got some foam. So we've got some of this foam that should fit perfectly inside there. See if we can add a little sound deadening and make it feel a little, or sound a little more full. So I'm just gonna pull all of my keycaps off and I'll be back. So all the keycaps are out. That's what it looks like with just the switches in. And throw and that's north side LEDs on the board. And now I'll start pulling switches out. Switches are fairly simple, not quite as simple as the keycaps are. You just take your little puller, grab it and wiggle it out, pull it out, and that's what they look like on the bottom. So you just got to take 60 more out, and then I can take the base apart. So I'm going to pull the rest out and then see you guys there. So all the switches are out now, and that's what it looks like bare board. Bare bones. And it should still light up because the LEDs are on the, yeah, see? It still lights up because the LEDs are on the PCB and not on the switches itself. So now we're going to open up this guy. That way we can put this in and see what it sounds like. So we got all the screws out now. So this keyboard plate should just pop out, and we'll just put that up there. Then the rest of this should just lift out. Just like that. So we got an aluminum plate, and then we got the PCB that comes out like so. So that is the front faces up, the bottom that faces down. You got your USB-C right there, which just goes in right there. Goes in right there. So we'll put that up there for now. We want this, and then we're going to put this at the bottom here, and then we just want to push the screw holes through So we're just going to push all the little screw tabs through. And just like that, now it's a matter of reassembly. So we'll throw this back on there. And the screws should. So we'll put it in the hole, like so. Then we'll grab this guy, and then put that back in. And then this guy goes back in there, and then I just got to screw it back down. So I'll screw it back down and we'll see you in a second. So now we've got the base reassembled. We've got that foam installed. All the screws are installed. It is definitely a little more bulgy, but we've got the USB-C all lined up. So now all the screws, I believe, are reinstalled. I don't see any extra screw holes. Those are good. Anywhere where there's an extra hole, there's not a stem for something. So I'm going to start putting switches in, and all we do, you line up your two holes on the bottom and your center one with your switch, line it up, and push it in. So now I just got to do that 60 more times. So now all of the switches are back in. Got to test them, which we can test by changing it to the reactive mode so that it's off and then only comes on when you press the key. So you can plug in the USB. It'll all light up because that has nothing to do with the keys. And then if we press FN and that guy, and then we get rid of what we're doing on the screen, and then that works. So that one's not working. So that would be J, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, K. So now, just pull it back out. And the pin squished. So that's why it's not working. It's going to show, but the pin got squished. I've got a couple left here. It's just a matter of that. There we go. There we go. Now they all work. So now I just got to put the keycaps on, and then we'll do a sound test and see if it sounds any better. This is the typing test of a GK61 with Gateron brown switches and putting keycaps. So we have the GK61 with the Gateron switches, putting keycaps. We're going to do a sound test with, we put the foam inside the case. So we're going to do a 1 minute test. My typing is not the greatest, but we're going to do a 1 minute test just to see how it sounds. So it definitely sounds more full. Definitely sounds more full. The space bar is still too rattly for me. I don't believe the stabilizers are lubed in this. This one, the return sounds good. The shift sounds good. The backspace sounds loose. The spacebar definitely sounds loose. But if you come on the other side, this shift sounds good. All in all, for very cheap to just add that sound deadening, I think it definitely helped out lots. And it's a good board. Great for gaming, but not a great productivity board in my opinion, and that's why I'm going to be working on another build. But I wanted to get these videos out before we start the other build. But it looks fantastic. I love the white base with the pudding. It really illuminates the keycaps, gives you a nice RGB effect. But yeah, all in all, I like it. Just need a bigger board.